No, and welcome back to Matchday Live, and it's me, Dan, back again for the final time this season. Manchester United have to face Cardiff City at Old Trafford in the last game of the season, and the team I've gone for is a pretty much youth, as it's pretty much a game that doesn't really mean a thing. So I've gone with Greenwood, Chong, Pereira, Pogba, McTominay, Fred, and then obviously Luke Shaw, Lindelof, Smalling, and obviously Valencia got confirmed this morning that he will be a part of that game, because obviously it is his last game for Manchester United. And then on the bench I've pretty much got like Gomez, Garner, Lingard, Martial, and obviously we haven't got as much. There is a talk of Leo Connor starting as well, which I wouldn't surprise me, but I reckon it will be the same. I reckon it will be Shaw, Lindelof, Smalling back in, and then Valencia on the right. And then McTominay, Fred, Pogba, Pereira, Pogba, Fred, McTominay, Pereira, Pogba, Greenwood, and Chong up front, I reckon. So let's get into it and let's play match, and let's talk about last week's result, which, I was pissed about. It was so annoying, that game. It's pretty much the game of the season, really, for us. That game pretty much told the season for us. Started really well, and like first 30 minutes we were all over Huddersfield. We drew 1-1, by the way, with Huddersfield. We started really well. We pretty much controlled possession. Didn't let them. It looked like we was going to get a couple goals in the first half. But we got the first goal through. We got our only goal through Tomine, which was just a shot inside the box, and the goalkeeper. Well, the goalkeeper spilled it, and he pretty much went straight through him. So then that was that. So going into the next couple of minutes, Pogba hit the crossbar with a header, and then that we was thinking, oh my god, how have we not scored two here? It's just, oh, look at that, Pogba. It's just one of them games where the first 30 minutes we looked like we was going to win the game, 3 or 4-0. That's how good it was for first 20 minutes, and then we kind of let Huddersfield into the game. Huddersfield got into the box, a bit more with tempo. Our passing was a bit down and everything like that, and it just, I don't know, something just switched. We just switched off for some reason. We went into half-time winning 1-0, but Huddersfield were growing into the game. Going into the second half, we just didn't come out. Pretty much the end of the first half, we switched off, and it really did annoy me. Matic was slow. It's just the passing around the ball was really slow, and it was just what the hell, literally what the hell. Solskjaer, I can't get my words out. Solskjaer made a change. He brought on Herrera, and he didn't bring on McTominay. He didn't bring on McTominay. He brought on Herrera for Matic. And he pretty much changed the game, pretty honest. And once we pretty much went for it, Pogba yet again had a chance, hit the crossbar. I think Rashford had a chance. Talking of poor players, Pogba, Rashford, we were pretty much, everyone was really poor that game, except from, I would say, McTominay, who's only the player who got the goal. But yeah, we were so poor. Luke Shaw, again, Luke Shaw, he got the Players' Player of the season last night, and the Player of the season for Man United, which is a bit questionable, but yeah, okay. I wouldn't say he was our Player of the season. I would have picked Lindelof, because I thought Lindelof was our best. I thought Lindelof was our best player, but obviously not. Huddersfield did get their goal. It was from a corner. Pretty much straight on from the corner. It was defended out, and then the goalkeeper just hit one up towards Mbenza, I think it was, and pretty much all Luke Shaw had to do is pretty much head it back to all he had to do, I think he misjudged the bounce of the ball or something like that. It was just one of them weird. He could have done better. Let's just say that, Luke Shaw. And he just went through to Mbenza, and Mbenza 1-on-1 with David De Gea, scores through his legs. And yeah, that was pretty much it. And then after that, it's pretty much all United, passing the ball around and stuff like that. But even so, with passing the ball around, even though we passed the ball around as it was, we pretty much like. We just kept passing it, round at the back, back to De Gea, and it's just really annoying. I know we had the chance with Pogba hitting the crossbar, but even so, it was just so poor from United that game. And even after the game, there was a camera showing McTominay just on the bench, just looking at his phone. You could tell, if we won that game, we could have got up to. We could have been 5th by the time, but obviously Chelsea won as well. So it's just one of them things, unfortunately, in the end. But yeah, season over. We got Cardiff City this weekend. I expect the youth will get played this weekend against Cardiff. Cardiff themselves, they did lose at the weekend as well. So they are confirmed relegated. So it's pretty much a nothing game for us. Obviously, it will be the last game for Valencia, and a couple players Solskjaer has said this morning. Still no update on Ander Herrera, though, which is quite worrying, which is quite, could be a good sign, could be a bad sign. There has been pictures of his wife on Instagram or something like that with moving boxes. So I reckon Herrera will be going. Yeah, so there's that. Also today, Mike Phelan got told that he will be. Well, they signed him to the. Are we winning 3-0 in the first half? We are. We signed him to the assistant manager role, which was good for 3 years. So that was good to see. I think Solskjaer said about Phelan being, he's quite respected with the players and all the staff around the club and stuff like that. So it was nice to see him back. You're going to have him for the next 3 years. Still no talk about the technical director. Apparently we are close, but whether we'll get one is another question. Solskjaer talked about transfers this morning as well. He's going to aim for. We don't want already world-class players. We want players who are known, but who've got potential, who can grow into big potential players. And one of them was Daniel James of Swansea. This morning we've been linked with him for a £15 million move, which I wouldn't. He's a good player for the Championship, but I wouldn't put him into the Premier League. But no, it's a bit of a weird one. Liverpool been linked with him as well. It's a bit of a weird one, that one, but I could see him as a rotation player, I would say, more than anything. He has had a good season with Swansea, but he has been playing in the Championship. It's a total different ball game, the Premier League to the Championship. So so half-time 3-0. I wish it will be 3-0 this weekend as well. I'm actually going to this game as well, this Cardiff game, because I normally do go to the last game of the season, or at least try to get tickets, and fortunately enough I did get tickets. So yeah, there's that. What else can we talk about? Yeah, so Cardiff lost, so it'd be just a game for pride, really. We want to finish strong. We want to finish the season strong with a victory. Not a boring game. Hopefully it's not a boring game. Hopefully we get, a good result for the fans, and just hope, we can get a victory, because if we don't and we lose that game, I don't think the Old Trafford crowd will be happy. Let's just say that. Will he pick youth? There has been pictures yesterday of quite a few youth players in the first team squad, so I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, look at that, Pogba with a great finish. I wouldn't be surprised if we could see a couple players starting. I would like to see Greenwood and Chong start, like I put them up front. Just let them have the game, and pretty much like see if they can get a goal, and then if not, bring on Rashford or something like that. But I would say Rashford's been really poor the last couple games. Maybe he's injured, I'm not too sure, but maybe rest Rashford. You know, maybe play Lukaku with one of the other two. Maybe. Oh, actually, no, I wouldn't say play Lukaku, but there's question marks over obviously Mata as well. Will Mata be? Will this be Mata's last game? Even on that Huddersfield game, Solskjaer has admitted that that was some of the players. That's a couple of some of the players' last game for United, that Huddersfield game. So we might not see Mata again. We might not see. There might be a couple of players that we might not see. People. So you just don't know. I hope we go into this game, hoping for a big. If we can start the game like we did against Huddersfield, I reckon we can, get a few goals against Cardiff, because obviously. When it was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first game, we beat Cardiff 5-0. If we can get a 5-0, that would be great. But I just don't think that's going to happen. There's still talk over De Gea. Will De Gea play this game? Will Romero play this game? Even Lee Grant may even play this game. It's just one of them games. It doesn't really matter. It would be nice to see Valencia score. I think the last goal he scored for United was that volley against Everton, if you remember correctly. Was it this season? I don't know if that was this season or last season, but it would be nice to see Valencia, roll back the years and actually play like a really good right back. I hope Ashley Young doesn't play, Christ, because Ashley Young, he was so poor against Huddersfield. It's unbelievable. Especially in his conference afterwards, his interview afterwards, he was like, can't fault the player, can't fault the penalty ref, can't fault the players' attitude. And I was like, really? The players didn't play. I think the only player who played in that Huddersfield game was McTominay, and probably one of our defenders. And I would say Herrera as well. Herrera did play pretty well. I would be surprised if we see Herrera play. It might be his last game. It might be Mata's last game. Obviously, it's been confirmed it's Valencia's last game this weekend. But whether we'll see the same 11, I don't think so. I just hope we bring in the right people, the right players. We just need, I think, for the transfers. Obviously, I don't think we'll sign that many players. I reckon we will, sign. I reckon we will sign a centre back and a right back, because I think we're okay with Luke Shaw and Lindelof, but I just think we need like a Koulibaly or someone like that, like a leader at the back. Even we've been linked with De Ligt in recent weeks, but even with De Ligt, I don't think that's going to happen, because he's such a good player for Ajax, and I reckon he'll probably go to Barcelona or something like that. Talking of Champions League, how good was the Champions League games this week? Jesus, really big surprise that Liverpool won 4-0, but the Spurs game, Jesus. I really do hope Spurs win the Champions League, because I don't know if I could take it if Liverpool won the Champions League. To be honest, I think everyone wants Tottenham to win after the game they had, so it was unlucky for Ajax as well. Also it's going to be Chelsea Arsenal in the Europa League final, Europa League final as well. So that's going to be like two all English finals, which is cool, I guess. Anyway, for score prediction, what can we say? It depends what United turn up. If we just turn up, if Solskjaer just tells the team just get a goal, win the game, pretty much. I wouldn't take a 1-0 victory. I'll take like a 3-0 victory or something like that, but I don't think that's going to happen. I reckon there will be goals from both sides, actually. I reckon it could be a goal fest. So score prediction, I'm going to go for... do you know what? I'm going to go 3-1 United, I reckon. Yeah, 3-1 United. I reckon Cardiff will score, but I reckon, with the youth players, I reckon we will get a couple goals, and just hope we, finish the season off with a victory. So anyway, guys, I'm actually going to end it here for today. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your score predictions below. And I shall see you next season when we start the season all over again. So yeah, right, I'm going. Bye. No, guys, thank you for watching my video. Hit me up on Twitch and Twitter, and don't forget to watch the playlist down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.